when Tony tries to redirect the missile direct into the Chitauri command center, which was secretly launched by Hydra on the purpose of killing Avengers, and as soon as Tony releases the missile after directly taking it into the wormhole, notice that Jarvis by himself removes the shoulder protectors from the suit to give Tony a little bit of push, and I think this is what helped Tony to get back to Earth, because we know how close Tony was to get stuck into the space if he hadn't got that extra push. And quick thinking of Jarvis in this type of situation always saves Tony from dying. Number 2. When Tony confronts Loki during the final battle in the Avengers, many people missed this tiny detail, so as Tony enters the Avengers tower and removes his suit, if you notice then we can see that he hides his hands behind his back. Now the reason he does this, so that later when he wears the bracelet, Loki cannot suspect whether he was already wearing it or not after he landed, because Loki didn't see Tony's hands after he entered the building.
You should have left your armor on for that.
Yeah.
Number 3. The Avengers Tower is not actually Marvel's 100% original creation, it's inspired from a real-life building, so the location of the Avengers Tower in the MCU was at the current location of the MetLife building in New York, and if you really pay attention then we can see that the Avengers Tower has similar patterns like the one in the real MetLife building, so they kept this part as it was in MetLife building. Number 4. During the conversation between Thor and Phil Coulson in the Avengers, Thor mentions about a weird creature called bilge snipe.
We pretend on Asgard that we're more advanced, but we come here battling like bilge snipe.
Like what?
Bilge snipe. You know, huge, scaly, big antlers. You don't have those?
Don't think so.
And now if we go to a scene in Thor Ragnarok, where Valkyrie was so drunk that she fell down from a nose ramp, and if you pay attention then we can see the creature with 2 huge antlers that Thor was talking about. Number 5. When Thor confronts Loki in the Avengers, if you pay attention then we can see these 2 ravens appear at the site. Some people thought it wasn't on purpose. This same 2 ravens also appeared in Thor and Thor the Dark World. We can also see them sitting on both sides of Odin's throne. They are called Hugin and Munin. Odin uses his ravens to scout the 9 realms, and this is how Odin was getting information about Thor and Loki. Number 6. In the Avengers, in this scene when Phil Coulson comes to visit Tony Stark, Pepper Potts calls him by his right name Phil Coulson. Then Tony says that his first name is Agent.
Phil, come in.
His first name is Agent.
Because in Iron Man first movie every time Phil Coulson was referred to as Agent Coulson, and that's why Tony thought that his first name was Agent.